Okay, please state your name and title and date of this interview.
My name's Thomas Hewick, and it is January 30th, 2013.
Perfect. What do you feel can be done to revitalize the downtown of Hamilton as it stands now?
Well, downtown Hamilton has many problems in that there's lots of businesses that have gone out of business due to decreased traffic flow in downtown. The structures of the buildings have been deteriorating, where some of them cannot even be used, where they need to be torn down. So improving the downtown and revitalizing it, I think, first needs to be started with bringing people there. Some type of a casino with a hotel large enough to bring in conventions of professionals, of medical, engineering, any type of conventions where we can have the people and be able to house them in our city. Right now we can't even have conventions unless they're held at McMaster because we don't have the hotel rooms. So if we can build a hotel room that can have ballrooms to generate conventions to come to the city, spend money in there, a casino to generate people to downtown core, as well as restaurants, employment, and bringing people from outside of the city who don't live in the area, targeting the people of Toronto, Mississauga, Burlington, London, Brantford, and so on, to coming to a casino in Hamilton rather than going to one in Niagara Falls. And that would make a big improvement in bringing people into downtown Hamilton.
Yeah.
All right. So, how has the steel industry changed, and how has it changed Hamilton?
Well, the steel industry was Hamilton basically for the past 80 years. It has employed 50% of the people that lived in the city in some shape or form. Anyone that has lived here has either have had a family member, a relative, or a friend that has somewhere worked with that industry. So what has happened is that the decrease in steel production led to obvious layoffs, increased layoffs, which leads to closures. One of the things that led to this is, the changing in the auto industry as well, where there's decreased metal parts being used, such as bumpers, versus metal bumpers. There's decreased overall activity in that segment of the automotive industry where it's more polymers and plastics. So the other problem is that one of the two major steel companies in Hamilton was sold to a U.S. company, which is now U.S. Steel, which has then closed one of our major steel plants. And that has upset a lot of the Hamiltonians and local people around the area. One, not only that it's an American company that has done this, but our own local governments and companies have not stepped in to help them out. And they kind of feel like they've been left at the side of the curb and nowhere to go. And so I think with the decrease in the steel industry, it has led to something now which we're more leaning towards, which is medical research and innovation through the McMaster Innovation Park. And that's where a lot of our new focuses are being sought into.
All right. How is Hamilton's entertainment right now, and how can it be improved?
The Hamilton's entertainment is not the most brightest in the area, in that there's not a lot of things to do outside of the few areas of pubs that you can go to. There is a small musical community which live bands are can be seen frequently. However, large acts need to be brought into the venue more often. Hamilton Place has some of the best acoustics in this, in the province, and we need to get the people that know the people to get the bands here. And as far as the other things is the downtown core, like I was saying, with the casinos and the restaurants, getting people down there generates the nightlife, and that's where you want the people to be and spend the money. And I think that would help out. Possibly, maybe bringing in a hockey team, having a specific professional hockey team. Maybe making specific areas legal to drink in the streets. Maybe even having a red light district that, could be possible in certain areas of Hamilton that aren't really doing very well, such as the east end of Hamilton. That could be, used for some other purposes.
Right.
So, those are a few ideas that we could explore.
Yep.
Perfect, Mr. Hewick. What is your perception on Hamilton's future, specifically relating to its downtown core and/or other avenues of its downtown?
Well, I'm very optimistic with Hamilton in that I was born and raised here, but what I do see is a lot of people moving into the area, such as areas as Ancaster and Dundas. There's a large influx of seniors moving into the area because there are great facilities, great medical facilities, and it's a nice little quaint little community in that area. And with bringing people into the city is obviously generating more of everything, of money, employment, jobs, and I think that if we can attract more businesses from other areas into our downtown core, that it would help the city tremendously.